Last episode, the party began to escort the kidnapped children back to Queensgrace. While Vekni and Roland escorted the older children on foot, they were harried by a group of hyenas and gnolls. Vekni detonated a stick of dynamite to scare the hyenas back, which worked for a time. Meanwhile, Vess and Sorin were riding much more swiftly towards Queensgrace with the smaller children in tow. They were stopped by a group of sleigh rangers, led by First Ranger Kevlian Greystone. After a brief conversation, Sorin and Vess went ahead to escort the children towards the city, while Kevlian and his rangers went to assist Roland and Vekni with the lot. Roland and Vekni's group were attacked again. This time, a large group of hyenas, led by more gnolls than before, descended upon the adventurers. Over a dozen of the children were killed and their bodies carried off by the feral attackers. This had a cost, however, as a number of the hyenas and even 3 gnolls were slaughtered by the experienced pirate and the steadily improving Hexblade Warlock. A short time after the attack, Vekni and Roland met Kevlian and his men. The adventurers and the rescued children were escorted the rest of the way to Queensgrace without incident.
Welcome back to another episode of Power Word Nerd.
After he walks away, I'll turn to Vekni and I'll hold up my thumb between my 2 fingers and I'll say, Vekni, look at his nose.
Vekni laughs and goes, "Alright, let's go get a drink and go to bed."
It's like the butt crack of dawn.
Yeah.
Did you drop the kids off?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're at the,
I mean,
front gates right now.
Oh.
Kevlian took care of it.
No, Kevlian left.
Alright, so we'll
He left you with the kids at the front gate.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sounds like
Alright.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Sleaze his kids.
So, well, if he left us,
I pay him. Yeah,
My kids are upstairs.
Kevin's a good dad. I said Kevlian.
Oh.
Kevlin is a fictitious character.
Oh, alright.
So we could technically turn around and sell them back to Blood Mist.
Okay.
We should see which we can get.
Yeah, he said Camembert would be very happy to hear that we rescued the children.
Yeah, so we'll just start leading this procession of 99 children through the center of the city to the castle gates.
So as you walk through like the courtyard of Queensgrace, you see all these heads just turn looking at you. The guards are just like looking like what? Like old ladies like stumbling through the town holding like whatever kind of goods that they have. They see and they just drop them like, oh my god. As you just march through with all these kids.
Weren't there kids that we need to return back to the parents in the middle of the woods somewhere?
The parents were all dead.
The parents are all dead already.
I'm pretty sure there's kids we're looking for. There's kids that we were looking for when we were over here.
Yes.
And there's kids that we were looking for in that house, one of the houses that we first got to as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we got 99 kids. And a bitch ain't
We only need 4.
if it's the right forward.
How far out or faster did we get there?
You had the horses, so you got there much quicker.
And we didn't have a fight. So we would have went right to Camembert even no matter what time of night it was.
That's true.
Because we have his kids.
Okay. So
Or his niece and nephew.
So I guess
This
the
is
night before you guys arrived at Queensgrace, Sorin and Vess arrive at the entrance to the Royal Council chamber, and there are 2 guards there.
What time did they get there? Like 2, 3 a.m.?
It would have been hours before.
Guard, quickly rouse Lord Camembert.
What is this about? Who are these children?
They're his missing niece and nephew. They were stolen by the Blood Mist.
Oh my goodness! And he turns and
Yeah.
he runs inside, and the other guard out there says, "It's actually good timing that you have arrived, for the Royal Council is currently meeting right now. There's an emergency in our city."
What's the emergency?
Let us make haste.
It has to do with the dungeons.
there?
Oh, he has 7 nieces and 7 nephews.
And how many kids?
That's how. Well, we had 13, but
Odds are, right?
yeah, we got some of them.
Or at least one.
We got most of them.
Maybe.
Depends on how
Well,
old
we specifically
roll-
said we
roll
split
for
them up,
children.
but whatever.
Yeah, but we don't know how old his nieces and nephews are.
We at least have some of them.
So Camber himself comes out with the guard,
Okay,
and he looks up to you. How tall are you?
5'4".
Still looks up to you, and he
It's a
says,
very short group.
I think I'm average height.
so I like to
I
call
think I'm
myself.
like 5'10".
I think you are the tallest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks up to you and says,
Ian's
Vesiesh,
5'6".
how? Where did you?
we found them in the middle of the disgusting woods.
Yes.
Where
And
were they?
I tell them where they were. I don't remember. My
They're in
point's-
a weird
Widow-
house.
They're in a house guarded by some strange creature and orcs and tall skin tone things that I don't know what they are.
You slayed the beasts, I trust.
Yes.
No.
How did you rescue-
I've got the kids out. The one known as Vekni and Roland dispatched of the Oni, or the creature, the witch thing that chased after us, and the orcs and ogres and whatever they were ran in another direction.
My
So
sister
they're still
was
out there.
Stunning and brave, and she took what she could as quickly as she could.
Strong woman.
Stunning, brave, and
She
beautiful.
actually distracted the orcs so they could get into the woods. She
Yeah,
blew shit up in the
it was-
woods.
It was an amazing sight of bravery. She should be rewarded.
Where are the rest of your companions, and were there any children that were left behind?
They had, how many did you have before?
115.
They had 115, but we
Would you
took,
know the exact count?
I don't know. They had
Many kids.
There's
They
like
had
8 in each room. and
over
there's
100 kids, easily over 100. I could only take the young ones and wanted to get here as fast as we could. We ran into the Lord Kevalian in the woods, and he agreed to go find the rest of the group. We only had these 3 horses, and we took as much as we could.
I trust in our first ranger. I'm sure he'll be successful in escorting the rest of the kids here.
He said
Good
he-
job.
He
Good,
said,
great.
He said he would.
Do any of the kids recognize him?
2 of the little ones go, Uncle Cam, and they run up to him and they grab around his legs, his short little legs. He goes, I'm glad to see you're safe. What of your brothers and sisters? I think they're still back there in the woods. I'm sure you had heard about the beasts in the dungeons.
Who's talking?
Can't remember.
Canberra, I'm sure you had heard about the beasts in the dungeons and how we wanted dungeons cleared.
Right?
Well, after the incident that happened with Rothschild escaping, we had more guards staying there to protect any potential prisoners we might have. We felt like the area was very secure. But something happened. The beasts, we hit all those fancy locks on that second level of the dungeon. They broke through the door. They killed all the guards inside. It was an absolute slaughter. Now we locked the main entrance to get into the dungeons, but the beasts are just rampaging in there. We don't. At some point, they might be able to break out. Who knows? It might put the rest of our city in danger.
Burn them.
Burn the whole building down.
Well, it's a stone building. It's not going to burn.
That is what Descartes suggested.
Of course, he's a smart man.
Wait,
We're
how'd you
still
go from
debating on
rescuing
it.
kids to this thing, which
Because there's an emergency that the
Okay.
council's meeting at 3:00 in the morning.
If this dungeon is so dangerous, why does it remain still open?
Well, we've been using it to keep prisoners. For example, that man from Chaos, and any other Chaos men or Vigor men we might capture. We need to put them somewhere.
Did you guys actually clear this thing out?
What? No, we're
Dutch-
way too weak to do it. There's no
Don and I
way.
were going to, and then the guy's like, yeah, a bunch of high-level adventurers went in and died. And we're like, oh, yeah, no, we won't do that.
Oh, so you guys never even opened the door?
They never went in, though. I think Kevin tried to pick the locks, but he was only able to pick 2 of them.
Pick 2 of
The
3.
character just said that the clocks are open though? Or am I wrong?
The door got
The-
broken.
the
got
lower-
broken open.
The lower levels are gone. I think there's still one door holding back all the monsters.
I suppose you want some kind of a reward for this?
Well, whatever you see fit.
I will speak with Lord Shilter, and I will meet with you and your group in the morning. We have a lot to discuss right now, unfortunately.
Perhaps make sure the gate is prepared for a horde of children.
I will send some of my guards ahead.
Maybe someone
Prepare.
to help intercept them, make sure they're protected, in case the first ranger didn't find them.
Quite right.
And remember, Sorin helped.
I
He
appreciate
wouldn't
this.
know otherwise.
I appreciate
true.
the
He
sword.
wouldn't know otherwise.
Yeah.
Just check.
And he turns and he goes back inside.
Did you, in your inventory, do you have the Staff of Healing? Because we talked about this the last time I was here, and I don't know if I officially gave it to your character or not.
I don't think so.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the Staff of Healing. Because it's still in my inventory, and I don't remember if I removed it because I didn't give it to you or not.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Alright, I'm going to give it to you.
So the guards are attending to the children and taking them this way and that.
When you add it to your inventory, let me know and I'll move it with mine. Vess, did we ever find out what was going on with your father? He's under a spell at the castle.
I have not had time.
Rescuing kids, bro.
Perhaps we should play some D&D. Find out what's going on.
You can, I mean, literally in game, it's been like a day or 2 days.
Yeah,
if
it's
that.
true.
So I understand he's under some spell, but he's safe here. And as long as we're on this island, this nation, it's good to have friends in high places. And Dekarth isn't the greatest father, so if he's under a spell, he can stay under spell.
Wasn't there a library? I feel like there was a lot last time I got. There was like a library that I wanted to go to.
There is a school of magic.
Yeah, School of Magic.
Magic.
Perhaps we should rest and wait for our party to arrive.
Party?
Or you can go, we can go. You'd say it in character.
No, well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
And I don't know how schools of magic work. I don't know if they're an all-night thing.
Well, I'm sure it's
Isn't-
not a 24-hour school.
Isn't
Hmm.
Camberg still there? Aren't you
Well,
still in the room with him?
he's in the council meeting.
Oh.
Perhaps I am a little dusty and dirty when I cast mold earth or shape earth and get all this dust off of me and my sister here.
Oh, Vess isn't wearing her pretty dress anymore. She now has a costume that closely resembles what Vekni wears.
Well, I'm gonna get
Just
this dust
just so
off.
you know,
I
because
appreciate
she went to a store last time to get fitted out in adventure gear instead of wearing her pretty dresses that were.
it. Then perhaps, if that's the case, Sorin might say something about how you appear.
So do it.
You look like a commoner. This is not the best that I grew up with.
It's better to fit in and stick out,
And that is how
especially
you
in
were
times like
raised?
this.
You were raised to fit in?
No, but I was also not raised in a town of war, and I'm not looking to be sought out for perceived wealth and power. If I'm dressed like a noble, a criminal's going to take me, and I don't want that. I'd rather look like the filth that's Vekni, who doesn't get bothered.
Sorin will never look like filth.
That's fine.
Anyway,
You are so brave, brother.
yeah.
And the butt crack of dawn, you arrive at the gates of Queen's Grace as we described with Kevlian, and you pick up from there. What are you guys doing?
So we got to we're at the castle now.
You're the front gate.
I'm gonna open the gate or open the door or whatever.
You see a multitude of guards there, and they wave you down, and you hear voices. Hooray! They did it! They saved the kids! Woo!
Vekni's gonna have a solemn look on her face. She goes, "Where's Kevin Bit?"
I think they've been, the guards look at each other. I think he's been meeting all night with the council. There's some kind of emergency in our dungeons. But if you want to rush to go see him, you can go right ahead.
These are the children we were tasked to save. Bring him here.
Bring Camber here?
Yeah.
Well, we were given instructions to take the kids and escort them to lodgings. I'm sure they're hungry and cold and tired.
So are we.
Well, if you would like to speak to him first, I'll go and see if he would like to, if he's able to leave his meeting.
Did
Keep in mind, the front gate is pretty far away from the royal. Let me give that map. It's pretty far away from the royal council chamber. It's like all the way across the city.
Oh, we're at the front gate. I thought we walked through the city.
Yeah, they met you at the front gate. These guards are waiting for you
Oh, okay.
because of Vess and Sorin.
Did Vess make it back?
Yes, your friend Vess did make it through. Yes.
Do you know where she is?
I believe she went back to her accommodations. She seemed quite tuckered out from your adventures in the forest.
So the guards are going to take care of the kids?
That they're ordered to do so. Yeah.
Okay.
And did we know that? Lord Cannonbert were looking for his kids specifically?
his
We had
nephews
heard his nieces and nephews were among the kids.
So before the kids leave, I'm just going to yell to them if any of them are related to Lord Cannonbert.
7 and 7, right? There's 2, 7, 14, 12, 11 of them move towards you. Yeah, Cam's our uncle.
All right, come with me, children.
Okay.
And I'm going to lead them up to the chamber or wherever the fuck Cannonbert is.
Okay.
As we're walking, I'll say, the children who were taken by the gnolls and the hyenas, were any of them related to Cannonbert?
They all look at each other, and very solemn. And the one little girl, looks like she's probably about 6 years old. She says, "My brother Tucker, he got carried into the woods."
Fucking Tucker.
I'm sorry to hear that. We did all that we could to save as many of you as we could.
Oh, you guys are so brave. I appreciate you saving us. I just wish Tucker could have made it too.
As do we. But make sure you tell Camembert about that it was us who rescued you.
Okay.
And as they're walking up, Vekni's going to pull a bottle of liquor out of her backpack and start drinking it.
There's a bag of holding.
And, well, this is not in it's on my person. And she's going to drink it. She's going to hand it to Roland.
40 sticks of dynamite out too.
Well, no,
Yeah.
the dynamite's in my backpack. The liquor's on me.
Alright, Roland will say,
Because you can split it up in here.
You have a bag of holding, you said? Look.
So you can have equipment,
No.
backpack, saddlebags. I have the 2 saddlebags.
Which were emptied.
What saddlebags with horses?
Yep, they're on the horses.
saddlebags.
You have horses?
We did.
Yeah, we asked for them.
See, my
But you were
backpack has
invisible.
The dynamite in it, and then the equipment's right here.
I'll say after the night we had, why not? And I'll take the bottle and take a swig of the alcohol from it.
Okay.
The stuff I made or no?
No, this is just some fucking whiskey.
Okay.
The heavy shit.
Alright, so he takes a swig and then hands it back to Vekni.
Vekni will turn to the little girl and hand her the bottle.
She takes it from you. What is this?
Liquid.
Just drink it, you feel better.
Okay. She puts it to her lips and starts basically taking chugs. She throws it on the ground. The bottle goes rolling, and she starts throwing up.
That was just waste. I'll pick up the bottle and just continue drinking and walking.
And the girl's on her knees, throwing up and gagging.
You don't even encourage her at all? This little girl can grow up to be you one day. You just want to walk away from her?
I don't care.
Little gnome girl.
I'll just be like, yeah, well, next time you'll do better, and I'll kind of pick her up like this and carry her.
She's still heaving and
Kids do throw up a lot.
You know, Canberra saw you do that, right?
Huh?
I don't care.
Neither of kids
That's-
have grown up yet.
That's that.
All right, so we're gonna push through the doors, and Vekni's just gonna yell out, "Lord Cannonbert, I believe these belong." Oh, that's the wrong accent.
Yep.
I believe these belong to you. And so I'll lead the kids into the room.
So there's a long hallway before you get to the council, so you go all the way in with the kids. Yeah, and the guards let you go by.
As they walk through the door, Sorin will cast that mold earth spell, and as they push through, it's almost like this barrier of all this dust and debris falls off the kids as they're walking through, and they get cleaned up as they enter.
Okay.
Left at the entrance.
Looking clean.
Still, in their rags are very clean.
Rags are clean.
So you push through into the room and you see on that raised dais where you have the queen and the council, and they all look like they were in a heated discussion about what to do when you guys walk in.
And
When they all look up.
I'll make that announcement.
What was it again?
Lord Cannonbert, I believe these belong to you.
Someone order some kids.
He stands up from his chair, from his position, pushes his chair back, and he says, Children, you've returned! He leaps down from the raised platform that they're on, and he rushes over to them as they also rush towards him. And they'll embrace.
How come you didn't know they were there when they entered the premises?
He would have known if he was watching.
So he has to be actively watching.
Ah.
That makes sense because it'd be really hard to watch and do stuff.
He was having that very heated, they're discussing what to do about the dungeon, so he wasn't watching everything.
So
heated.
the kids run over, and Vekni and Roland are just standing there covered in blood.
Lord Shilter addresses you guys, and he stands up from his chair and he says, brave adventurers, I thank you for returning these children to Lord Camembert.
There's about 80 more taken with your gods.
Yes, Vess and Sorin spoke with us. They said that they would be coming.
Vekni will recount to the court what happened that night. How Roland and herself bravely fought the gnolls and the strange creature that turned from an old lady to this giant beast.
Sorin will say how he saw all of this.
Vekni's just going to give you a side eye, like,
From her seated position, the blue-skinned, white-haired fairy arose, goes, you guys are so brave, such courage. It's a shame that you couldn't save all the kids, though.
Vekni will look down at the floor and be like, we were outnumbered. We did what we could.
I understand.
All is still more than you did. Or some is still more than you did.
Woo! Jeez.
She looks taken aback that you spoke to her thus. And she says,
Wait, is this the queen?
no.
No.
Oh, okay.
She says,
fuck her.
She slaps the table. She's very small, this fairy. She slaps the table in front of her.
And she's dating us.
She goes, excuse me?
Well, the boy is not wrong. You have the Rangers, and you left it to a motley crew to save these children.
We've been doing everything we can to keep everyone safe. How dare you?
With all due respect, it took us less than a day to find the blood mist.
We didn't know where they were.
Neither did we.
So what is it you say you do here?
She's staring daggers at you. And she starts going like this with her finger. She goes, you watch your tone with me, little boy. I'm the spy master here.
Then how come you couldn't spy with these children?
Fair question.
She looks to Vekni. She looks back to Roland. And she goes, well, I never.
Never
Never
found the
look for the
kids.
kids.
You see Camembert raises his hand like this and he's kind of
I mean,
chuckling.
they're not wrong.
I mean,
Vess is copying Vekni's attitude. That's why she's actually responding to these accusations of not doing anything. Because she's trying to be more like Vekni.
Now let me get this straight. 2 pirates and 2 spoiled brats were able to find these kids in a day, and your Rangers and Spymaster could not?
Lord Shilter speaks. And he says, I do thank you for what you have done, for sure. Perhaps we have been too busy focusing on things that didn't truly matter, because it's the youth of our kingdom that's going to take us into the future.
Okay,
We should have
press the
prioritized
empty
each other
platitudes. Where's the reward?
He looks a little taken aback with your attitude as well.
It's been a long night, my good sir. And she takes her hat off and bows. I apologize for our shortness. As you can see, and I look over at Roland, we have endured a lot. We have been up for a full day, no food, no rest.
He, again, he's taken aback. He nods understandably, but then he says, I thank you for returning the kids, but I cannot give you a reward when you offer such disrespect to our royal court. In fact, I have it in my mind to, and then the queen says, stop. Just give them the reward. They did as we asked. But queen, no. Give them what is coming to them. He looks over. He nods. He descends from the raised platform and he hands his little bag to one of the guards. He motions with his hand. The guard walks over to you, and he hands a bag to Vekni, and he says, "Split this between the lot of you."
Okay. How much? What is it?
Well, if you open the bag, you'll see that there is enough gold for about 800 gold apiece.
Ooh, shit. 800 gold.
So 800 times
Or
4.
Damn, he didn't do nothing. He got 800 gold.
you don't have to give it to him.
I'm thinking like 800 gold. That ain't enough for this.
800 each.
There's over 100
Alright,
kids, we say.
So you splitting it evenly like that?
Yeah, I guess joking.
We.
Get out of here.
I'm not giving any to him. So everybody
And
gets.
Shilter says, you've got your reward. Now we have much business to attend to. Take your gold and go.
As this is what I came for. Your gods took care of the other children, no?
They did.
Look at Roland. You want to go to the pub? Get a drink and go to bed?
We have a room.
Library.
Okay. Well, we're
Do
still...
we want to see if they need any more help? It seems like good help is hard to find. All right. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
What are you children up to? Looking at you.
well rested with my elven face out. And I have my makeup
What was
on.
the name of that blue elf? Or that fairy?
A rose.
A rose?
I believe Sorin wants to check the magic school before doing anything else. You two should get some rest and we'll meet up around dinner time.
Yes, we will go back to the inn that we stopped when we first got here.
What? We have a room.
Yes, but you don't have a bar.
I'm sure we could get some servants to bring you up liquor.
No, it's fine. But I appreciate it. You'll do what you need to do and meet us there when you're done.
She likes the whole atmosphere of the bar.
I'm trying to toughen this boy up.
What?
I said I'm trying to toughen this boy up.
Well, I did help slay that giant.
Yeah, but you can't handle whiskey.
She'll look at Roland and kind of like stroke his face and be like, "Don't toughen him up too much," and walk away.
Roland will blush a little bit.
Vekni slaps you.
What was that for?
Toughen up. Let's go.
I mean, I think I'm pretty tough, but
You guys are splitting up again.
we need a rest, so let Brian and
Okay.
Joe just...
yeah.
I'm gonna just wherever he wants to go.
Well, I would like to have a conversation with Moros?
A rose?
A Rose? And maybe ask her to escort us to the library, and then this is going to be a conversation to the library.
She would say, after how disrespectful your group has been to me, why would I want to do something like that?
Because the group does not represent my sister and myself.
As you can see, we're very busy here discussing what's going on with the dungeons.
Perhaps I can shed some light on the situation.
On the dungeons?
Mm-hmm.
She looks over to Lord Shilter and she says, I'm going to go with this boy and see what he has to say. And she gets up and she floats over to you. All right, let's go.
Who's that, Rose?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you want to flip?
So
No.
what exactly does Sorin know about Steve's character?
Multiple
Whatever you remember.
Yeah, I would say you picked up on that he has multiple personalities.
Well, that, but I mean, as far as the events that happened inside the city here, because I forget.
Were you there when they found the TNT and all that?
No, he was with us.
He was with...
But we know that
There was
he's wanted.
There was something that I did say
here.
about the bar situation, I believe. There was a situation that when I walked in and I said something about Steve's character being like murderous. And Steve getting like pissed off all about it.
This is what the wanted poster said. I don't know.
These are the warning posters, yeah.
Him and Prince Volp have one.
Prince has one for 1,000 more.
So we're just gonna have a casual conversation as kind of maybe when we walk down, and I do know it's fact inside the the kingdom here that something has been happening, right? There were murders and fires and stuff.
Yes, that's correct. We believe that your friends at least have knowledge about it, if not are directly involved. Apparently, the one called Prince told Lord Canbert that he intends to blow up Queensgrace with explosives that he found.
I would not put it past them. And I also wouldn't put it past the one they call Stripe.
Stripe, yes.
That was Kevin's or Steve's character's
Yes.
name? Yeah. Also wouldn't put it past Stripe either.
Well, they are both wanted men in our
Well,
kingdom.
technically it's Stripe, Eddie, Cletus, Telcar, Patrick, or May.
D, all the above.
Did we get any renown for rescuing those kids?
No, because you were so disrespectful to the council, you do not get any renown. In fact, Kevin, you're going to get a -1 renown.
No!
Yes. You get a -1 renown for being disrespectful to them.
Oh, you're going to punish me for bringing it up? Jesus.
Well, I mean, it makes sense that they wouldn't be super happy that you were being like that.
What's my name?
I'm a pirate, bitch.
So, we're doing there's a lot of factions in this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have renown with a faction, when there's certain faction rolls, you can get a plus to your roll with renown or a minus.
All right. So I'm gonna talk about the many instances where Stripe and all of his multiple personalities have raped, murdered, pillaged on our way to this area, and then when we got to this area, the things that he had done, and that he could.
You're gonna divulge all that? Oh shit!
My character has never liked Stripe's character, to begin with, and I actually don't believe that Steve's ever coming back again anyway.
I don't think.
So I'm gonna talk about these things and use this as a source of information to build a relationship with this character. To build this relation with this character, because this character is known as the Spy Master.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
So I'm gonna use this as again to build a relationship with the character, and that the actions that she saw today from Vekni and
Roland.
It's been a while.
You get a -1 also roll.
Vekni and Roland were not the actions of myself or Vess that they spoke against them, and these are not something that noble such as myself or Vess would have ever said if it wasn't for these.
So she's listening very intently as you're describing what Stripe did. She's not stupid. She knows what you're doing, that you're trying to get on her good side, but she still, as a spy master, as part of her job, so she is appreciating all the information you're giving her. And you get a +1 renown with Slay for all the intel you're giving the spy master. And she says, so you're saying that this goblin, every morning when he wakes up, he appears to be a different kind of person, and you never know what to expect from him?
Let me put this +1 renown in.
I saw that, Kevin. He said, I love the show.
So good. I was listening to The Night of the Long Knives.
Oh.
Classic.
That was the second to last episode, right?
Yep, I was listening to that today.
You guys got a lot of kills.
That was a good one.
What I am saying is that he has many personalities, and I have yet but to meet them all, and not a single one is to be trusted.
Do you know why it is that he's like this? What makes him act this way?
Am I there, or is this a private
No,
meeting?
you're here.
You're there.
We're all walking.
Why does he act this way? He's obviously mentally ill. I mean, he doesn't appear to be bewitched.
I, Joe, know why, but I don't know if my character does.
He's mentally ill.
He is mentally ill.
He's a disgusting goblin. Aren't they all gross like that?
Possibly a
They are a
past
gross race,
traumatic
yes.
experience, preferably when he's younger, maybe by an uncle. Who knows?
It's so confusing because confusing because that other goblin, he almost seems intelligent, like a mage.
Almost.
It's
Don't
very
let him fool you.
Very strange, and
He's dangerous.
Almost like
too.
an uncle.
He should be killed.
and haven't you heard from that Lord Camembert, who has very strong magic? He can't see anything involving this goblin Stripe. There's some kind of a block or something that we can't view him with magic. Do you know why that might be? We were very puzzled over this. We really want to capture and experiment, talk to him about this.
Well, perhaps.
What are you doing? Don't put that on me.
Well, perhaps if
Why?
you ever do decide that
Looks
you
so
want
cute.
to capture him, maybe we can be of some assistance.
Skin him alive.
You're willing to help us capture him?
Of course. He
That
is
would
an
be-
evil deviant, and I have seen him do nothing but evil acts.
You'll
True.
be rewarded for doing that.
What are you doing?
Come on, Dan.
Dan, just let it look at you.
So now you're gonna put it on me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
You're prettier. You're prettier.
Well, I mean, we all know that, but to our viewers.
Look at that. That is nice.
Oh no, this is running away.
Not only would we help you capture him, I think it's something, as
Just kill him.
a mage
Kill 'em
myself,
both.
I think it'd be something to assist with the dissecting and the finding out of what really is inside of him that makes you stop this.
Mm-hmm. We have our ways to search up the inner workings of creatures and beings and try to learn about them. We do have certain procedures that we do here. As you're speaking to her, you see in the distance a tall, blue painted building. Looks like some kind of a tower. And above the front door is a sign that reads, Camembert School of Magic.
So I believe this is where we shall part ways. I have a thirst for knowledge.
Do you have a way that we can contact you? Perhaps like a sending stone or something, that if we are outside of this castle or kingdom, we could comment you if we do find out something about these vile creatures.
She smiles this, not evil, but this really, really big smile, like she thinks something is
smile.
fucking hilarious. And she leans over to Vest. You let her lean over into your ear?
To talk to me? Yeah.
Her mouth is like a centimeter away from your ear, so close. And she whispers, you already have something. And then she goes, and then she walks off.
It's awesome.
Nice.
It's
Does
awesome.
that mean we're bugged?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Has she given you anything?
I don't remember.
The gold.
I was like, oh, it's cursed gold. Way to steal something from Don.
If you look over your mission, she gave you something.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was 8 months ago.
So,
Alright, cool. So yeah, we'll enter the School of Magic.
there's no guard or anything, and the door's unlocked.
Okay.
It's
And
this
when
big yellow painted door.
Yeah, when we walk in, what's our first impressions of this place?
Sure. You walk through the
Like
door,
doors?
and inside you entered into this really long, wide hallway. And at the very end of the hall, you could see a stairwell, and on both sides of the hallway, you see lines and lines of doors with big windows near the tops of the doors.
Where am I headed to?
Wherever you want.
Lots of doors, lots of windows?
The doors have windows on them. So you can
Like
look
a
into
magic
rooms.
school?
Are any of the doors
doesn't say
numbered
anything.
or any kind of markings?
Yeah, the doors are all numbered actually. There's one on the one side of the room it goes 1 all the way down to 10, and the other side's 1 to 10.
So 1 to 10, 1 to 10? Not like 1 to 10, 11 is 1?
Nope.
Just 1 to 10, 1 to 10?
1 to 10, 1 to 10. There's not A and B, just 1 to 10.
Okay, alright. Do I see what's at the end of the hall?
Yeah, then the hall there's a stairwell.
And then the hall is a stairwell? Alright, I'll continue down the hallway. I don't know if you want to continue to join
Yeah,
me.
let's just go follow him.
Alright, and maybe we'll go up the stairway, see what's up there first before we start just opening up doors.
All the way down the hall.
Yeah, we'll roll in the hall.
In the stairwell, there's a winding stair going up.
Yeah, I'll go all the way up.
Okay. So you go all the way up. It's several stories.
There's somebody here I'm supposed to meet. I remember that. Forget his name.
You had spoke with Camembert about getting a magic item.
Yeah.
He offered to. He wanted you to meet with him here, and he was going to tell you what he had and discuss if you wanted to purchase something. Maybe he'd be willing to give you something to help, depending.
Yeah.
So you get to the top, and there's a big yellow door, and there's a symbol on the door. You have this the symbols. It almost looks like a sigil. It's like a blue circle in the background, and the foreground is an object, and it looks like a nice slice of like Swiss cheese.
Yeah, that's his thing. That's like his thing. Okay. Yeah.
You hear a muffled voice say, "Come in."
Cambert's in his. Wasn't he just in the?
Magic show. Open the door.
Roland was already up here, if you remember how this worked. So you open the door, and you see that it's a large room. There's a huge wooden desk, and you see on the desk there's a metal tray of various assorted cheeses and crackers. And sitting behind the desk is a gnome with white hair and a yellow cloak, and yellow robes. And you recognize him as Lord Camembert. Behind him, there's a glass wall, and behind, well, it looks like it would be a glass wall. And behind that, there's rows of bookcases and staffs and scrolls.
Okay. And Lord Camberberg is the person that we just got like some of his kids back.
Yeah, you just left where he was.
Yeah.
And here he is again.
Vess, why don't you say it, sir?
He's not paying attention.
Lord, how are you here?
He looks up to you and he says, "Greetings. I am Lord Cannonbert, Master of Research and Lord of Fine Cheeses.
An answering machine.
To be true, I am merely an image of the Lord of Cheese. What can I help you with?"
Say Lord of Cheese.
My brother wants to talk to you, but he has to pee, so he's peeing somewhere.
Well, I don't have a bathroom up here, but there are plenty of bathrooms downstairs.
When we get to the bar,
Hmm.
I'm going to walk behind the bar.
Have you been up like 24 hours?
Yep.
You better go up
Grab I'm going to grab a bottle of vodka,
Okay.
and I'm going to tell Boomadon to get us a chicken.
Bubadon says, "Are you going to pay for that?"
And I'll sit down with Roland.
Is it gold, 1 gold?
I'll hand him 5 gold.
Oh, really?
And
I
be
just
like,
made 800.
I just made a ton of money.
Oh.
I'm flush.
Oh.
And she's going to say, bring
Oh.
me your best chicken, your best eggs, and your best potatoes.
Yes, we're right out. Oh, thank you so much. And he looks so happy because the last time you met, he was kind of upset that you treated him like shit.
You had nothing to say?
So,
I didn't know what you wanted.
Anything. Just talk to him.
We're on pause right now.
So, hey, I covered our food.
Thanks, Vekni. It's very generous.
so he introduced himself as Lord Camber, Master of Research, Lord of Fine Cheeses, and he said that he's an image of the real Lord of Cheese. So it's not really him. It's an image of him.
Lord Camberberg,
He's an image of
It's
the
an
real
image.
one, he said.
when will the real Lord Camberberg be returning?
He looks up to you, and he looks like he doesn't know what to say for a moment, and then he says, "Lord Camber is busy in a meeting, but you can just refer to me as Lord Camber, Master of Research and Lord of Fine Cheeses. To be true, I am merely an image of the Lord of Cheese. What can I help you with?"
Is it okay if I partake in some of the cheeses and things that I see here?
"Yes, this is for guests, of course."
Okay, so he's going to take like one of the toothpicks and just...
So you notice that the cheeses, it's an assortment, so it's not all the same. There are several different ones. The one that you ate kind of tastes like a sharp cheddar cheese. It's quite fresh and delicious.
Very elegant. I appreciate this. Reminds me of home. I'm used
Please
to...
have a cracker.
But I am but a cracker.
Now, what do you recommend? What cheese do I put on this cracker?
Oh, Jesus.
He gives a knowing smile and he says, "Well, me personally, I prefer the pungent blue cheeses, please."
Oh, I
and he
love
points
cheese.
over to a slice.
Is it a crumble?
Yes.
Do you have any grapes?
Oh, dear God.
He says, I can have some brought up for you if you would like. You are a guest."
That would be delightful. This is...
This cheese and cracker break
I-
brought to you by Miller Lite.
I've spent far too long away from home, and I miss these simple pleasantries.
He says, "Yes, but a moment." About a minute goes by, and you see a halfling girl wearing these brown robes. She kind of has the look of almost like an apprentice type of a magic user. And she comes up with a tray of grapes. She sets it down on the table. And she gives a curtsy, and then she says, "Will there be anything else, sir?"
No, I appreciate your assistance for that. Thank you.
She's another curtsy.
So he takes some of the grapes with the blue cheese, the cracker, and just... So good.
It's very fancy.
So good. So fancy.
And the tray itself is very nice.
Sorin loves fancy. So good.
So good.
So good. Vess, would you like to partake in some of this?
Yeah, she'll have.
It reminds me of home so much.
Ew, I can't eat carbs.
She'll take out her little dagger and try to be cool like Vekni and like try to stab at a grape.
Roll a
And-
sleight of hand.
It rolls.
He sees 10.
Just can't quite.
I rolled a 10.
Can't quite get the grape.
You
Plus 4,
succeed.
14.
So you succeeded. So just describe how you do it.
So she just takes a knife out and goes, and like, and goes too far into the nut, so perfectly right through the middle of the grape, but you hit it too hard, and the grape just goes and splits open, and her knife's now stuck in the cutting board. She's like, she's not very strong.
Camber just looks at you puzzled and says, "Yes, quite right. So what can I help you with?"
Forgive us, we have been in this these woods for far too long. I feel like my sister's delicateness has come away from her a little bit. So I appreciate your hospitality.
Yeah.
Every rose has thorns, brother.
Woo, that's a good line.
That's why I have the petals and you are the thorns.
Every rose has a thorn.
You're so pretty. It's so pretty.
So pretty.
Yes, I had offered to help you out with a magic item for free, and I also have several things for sale. Yes, tell me what you would like. I have a couple of spell scrolls here that I'd be willing to part with. Is there anything in particular that you would like? I have a Nistul's Magic Aura Scroll. I have a Sanctuary Scroll, a Scroll of Scrying, a Stone Skin Scroll, a Druidcraft Scroll. Yes. I'm willing to part with any of those and grant it to you for free.
Should ask about that last one.
Lord Kenneberg, I mean, forgive me, but that last time, that last one, you seemed to have stopped and paused for a second.
Well, I have other scrolls that I can't part with for free, and as well as magic items and potions.
Particular items and spells that you have for a price.
A potion of heroism, boots of elvenkind, scroll of feeble mind, scroll of fireball. I have several spell books, which I believe a man of your nature would probably be interested in, but they're quite expensive.
How expensive is expensive?
He's crazy with his prices.
The cheapest spell book that I have at my disposal is 10,000 gold.
Remember,
That is
this
the
is not Don's campaign. This is Dan's campaign.
That's the cheapest spell book. Now, granted, some of these
that makes sense
scrolls,
because it comes preloaded with spells.
it has a lot of spells on it. But some of these items and scrolls aren't very expensive. For example, the potion of heroism is only 200 gold.
What's that?
It's in the DMG. It's in the DMG. It's page 188. in the DMG.
There's one particular scroll that you had said, and it has piqued my interest.
Yes, what would that be?
The scroll. Now, what it was scrolls? Because again, I kind of forget. When I learn the scroll, I get to learn the spell forever. Correct?
I don't think so. I think they're like a one-use
No, but I
thing.
think as a wizard, though.
You have to
think
look it
there's
up. I
something-
don't
think
know.
there's something I can do. with
If
scrolls.
you have that ability, they're still going to be the same
I
price.
can learn these things.
If you have that ability,
If you have a scroll, I believe you have to write it into your book, and you need to buy paper and ink to do so.
Yeah.
however your character works, Joe. I don't know.
Listen, I've not played D&D in a while.
If that's what your character does, then the prices are going to be what they are. So it might be worth it to
Like,
buy
yeah,
some of these.
if you get a scroll, you have to be able to write it down into your book.
Yeah, so which I have. We talked
You
about
should just ask to look at the scroll.
It takes a long time a couple hours to write down.
the scroll of fireball.
Yes, there is a skull of fireball.
I
Yes,
have no damn expense. How much is that one?
it's
I
3,000.
think you were a blade singer.
3,000 gold, which
Switch
you guys
to
actually do have the money to buy stuff like that at this point.
3,000.
You guys have a lot of money.
I don't
have
have
collectively.
No, I'm not giving him any money.
I'm just
I
saying.
have 1,300 gold.
You do have a lot. You could buy some of the things I said.
I could, but this is Lord Kenneberg. Before we had gotten a request. This is something that you and I discussed, and I would appreciate it if, for a nobleman such as myself, and the fact that I had returned some of your children back to you as well.
Oh, you're gonna use this?
Of course he is.
I wouldn't be.
Perhaps there is an arrangement that we can come to where something as such as 3,000 gold is far beyond our limit. But as a token of appreciation, I can give you all of my gold. And all of my gold is less than half.
How much gold do you have?
1,324.
Okay. Well, that is not enough. I do appreciate your service in saving my nieces, nephews, and other missing children. Why don't you roll a persuasion and see if you can get him to give it to you. Hold on, don't roll yet. We're going to do a critical roll.
Nope.
And your DC will be
18.
11
What's a
billion.
critical roll?
You got to
You
roll
have
on
to
the
do it in
table.
front of
a roll so we
everybody.
can all see it.
Okay, well, it's on my computer, so.
Give him a dice.
No, we can all see it if we're on.
Do you want to roll a
D&D
dice?
plus.
And
No,
your
there's no
DC
computer.
is going to be... You can't see that, Kevin.
Why not?
I have the camera up. I can't make it out.
You didn't roll anything yet.
The DC is going to be 15.
Good. Why'd you roll 2?
So, we completed a long rest, right?
Okay.
So These are my portents.
You rolled a 35.
No,
What?
no, it's not a 35. It's 2 20s.
It's a 15 and a 20
It's
on
a
the
15 and a
rolls.
20 on my portent.
So you succeeded.
Well, hold on. No, I'm gonna roll my persuasion.
He can sub out the rolls.
Which is a 15. Yeah, I rolled a 12 plus 3. And what was the roll?
15 was where you had to roll.
Huh, well, I got a 15.
So he
It out to a
Yeah, why waste it if you don't have to? Though?
Exactly. Which portent
for saving my nieces and nephews. I will give you the scroll for all the gold that you have.
I appreciate your act of kindness. It won't go unnoticed.
He holds his hand open.
Sorin is very brave.
So brave.
Stunning and brave.
And room.
Takes the gold, gets up from his chair, he turns, and he walks towards that glass wall behind him, the glass. He walks up to it, and walks through it like it's not even there. You see a disturbance in the glass, almost like it's like a body of water. And he walks through, disturbing it almost looks like it's like shimmering. He walks through into the back, and you see him looking like this. He selects a scroll. It's old and yellowed. Pulls it out. Walks back over to Sorin and hands him the scroll. And it's a scroll of fireball that you now receive.
Wonderful. So I'll add that into my inventory.
You can copy that to your spellbook, right?
Yeah. It
Nice.
just takes a little bit.
Do you have level 3 spells?
Takes.
No.
Then you can't use it.
Yeah.
I don't know how the mechanics work.
It's all good. I don't have to now use it as one of my free spells. So.
Well, you possess this. Regardless, you now possess that scroll of fireball.
And he'll kind of like take it and we'll put it into his jacket and I'll officially add it into my inventory.
Okay.
So what were some of these other free items that you had here?
Well, I was willing to give you another item for free. There's a scroll of Nistul's magic aura, a scroll of sanctuary, a scroll of scrying, of stone skin, and of druid craft. I'll be willing to give you any of those for free. I also have other items if your friend here would be interested in. I have a pair of boots of elven kind.
What is that?
She might like. What is it?
Do you have the description, or do I have to look
You'd
it
have
up?
to look it up.
For free?
No, that is not free. It's 2,500 gold. They were magically imbued boots, and I could tell by looking at you that you do enjoy magic items, do you not?
Well, I'm wearing
Young
a
lady?
cloak of elven kind.
Yeah, and he could definitely tell that it's.
So is
magic.
Fireball
These
Fireball
step-
third level
these
spell?
sound regardless of
I don't
surface
know.
It is, yeah.
A
Your
wizard
spellcasting ability
a wizard
modifier.
spell on a
That-
spell scroll can be copied just as spells in a spell book can be copied. When a spell is copied from the spell scroll, the copier must succeed on an intelligence arcana check of DC equals 13. If the check succeeds, the spell is successfully copied. Whether the check succeeds or fails, the spell scroll is destroyed.
Ooh, so you could lose it.
I
Yeah.
could, but I'm not going to.
It's got those ports.
Oh yeah, your ports.
Yeah, and my arcana is +5, so I'm going to roll that right now.
Good. But
Oh,
it
crit
takes-
one.
No,
it's a
I,
seven.
no, I rolled a 12, so technically I would have failed, but I'm going to change it to my crit 20 and then succeed.
It takes you some time
Wait,
to do
wait,
it, though,
use
right?
your 15. Save your crit 20.
That's true.
It takes you some time to copy it. I would assume so, right?
Takes
you
time
short
and
rest or something?
time and gold.
Yeah, I had to look that up.
Yeah, you have to buy paper and stuff.
Maybe your sister will give you a little bit of gold to help you out.
Anyway, I'll change to 15, so it's a 20, but I still have my crit 20 for later.
Okay.
In case it comes into the thing. So what were some of the free items? I apologize.
Again, scroll of Nistul's magic aura, scroll of sanctuary, scroll of scrying, scroll of stone skin, and a scroll of druid craft. You can take one of those.
You just like send it in the group chat so I can make a decision later. I mean, I don't want to waste the time that the group's party right now.
Okay, give me. Oh, you got it.
Here, you know what? I'm not connected to the internet, Tim.
Yeah, give me
The bar is packed with soldiers. Last time you were there, it was like almost empty.
Mhm.
Now there's like a lot of soldiers eating, but they don't look like they're really that jovial, and they're not really partaking in alcohol. They're just eating and like kind of solemn.
Mm. And we're covered in blood.
They're not like especially taking note of you.
Hyena blood.
You have that something with the water.
Water.
I haven't cleaned myself off yet.
covered in blood like a badass. I'm going to
Veteran kid.
drink that half the bottle of liquor that I had, leave the rest for him, eat my film, go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go downstairs and then
Look around.
thank him for his time and appreciation. And I appreciate the discount. And I hope that one day in the future we can work together again.
He says yes, likewise.
If it is okay with you, I'd like to explore the rest of this great magical place you have here.
Sure, sure.
Is there anything, any particular area I should look into?
Mostly just, if you go downstairs, mostly just students that are trying to learn. For the most part, they're just novice and apprentice wizards, sorcerers, some druids. Just trying to learn the basics of spellcasting. We figure that if we were to make this a true kingdom as we plan, training the youth is really important, and making sure that they develop the skills necessary to take us into the future is something that we need to definitely do.
Okay.
But yet you somehow had 110 kids stolen.
So it would take
They
100.
were stolen from the forest. They weren't
It
really
would take
stolen
me
from
six.
the city.
Alright,
It takes me
fair
6 hours and 150 GP.
Okay. You don't have that gold right now.
No, I do not. Whoopsie.
See if someone will give you some money. When you're
What?
Couldn't you just like learn that for free after you level up?
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to use that now.
He doesn't have to now.
Okay.
I don't have to now. Now I can learn other spells without
Alright.
having to take a free one just for Fireball.
Okay.
And Fireball is not one of my divination spells either.
Yeah.
So
Like a bitch.
What?
I mean, there are 20 doors down here.
yes.
Left and right hand side is 1 through 10, 1 through 10.
Yeah.
They're classrooms. Start with 10.
So you look through the window first, or you just open the door?
I'll look through the window first. I mean, I don't want to waste the entire group's time here.
They're classrooms.
So you see a classroom. What looks like a classroom. There's like a chalkboard at the front with some arcane symbols that I guess as a wizard you somewhat recognize. It seems to be like magic symbols and glyphs and whatnot. You see fairies, gnomes, and halflings in the room. Most of them are younger, young adults, or even like teenage or adolescent age children. They seem to be just like listening to a lesson from a lecturer that's up front, who is another gnome wearing yellow robes. And yeah, and some of their desks have simple metal trays of cheeses on them. Some of them don't.
Do I recognize any of the spell symbols and things that are on the chalkboard?
You recognize that they are arcane symbols that are associated with the elements, associated with some offensive magic, some illusionist magic, the various schools of magic.
Okay. What
Kind of a mix.
What kind of magic am I actually looking at?
Specifically,
Yeah.
Well, you roll an Arcana.
I'm very low level. I may not know what
sure.
this magic
Roll an Arcana
Sure.
with a DC of 10.
DC 10. Oh, sweet 24.
Okay. So you can pick up from the chalkboard that it's mostly a general magic lesson. However, as you're looking through the glyphs, it appears that the culmination of the lesson was to teach the students in that classroom the spell, or the cantrip rather, Fire Bolt.
Oh. Well, if it's okay, I'm going to take out my notebook and go down these.
So while you're standing there, you see the instructor kind of look over to you and notice that you're there, and she kind of takes note of it.
You're a very fine teacher.
It's a female gnome. She says, "Well, thank you," and then she just continues on with her lesson.
I don't know what the spell is, but I can copy it and I can learn it later.
So she continues on with the lesson, and she's teaching the cantrip Fire Bolt.
Okay, cool. So, Sorin's going to look very professional, but also like he doesn't know what the spell is.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of like,
What language is it in?
She's teaching it in Common.
So it doesn't say firebolt.
On the chalkboard, it's not. There's no language words. It's glyphs
Oh,
and
I
arcane
see.
yeah,
symbols.
which is why I rolled an Arcana
Can't you use
check.
comprehension language?
It's not quite the same though. So I had to roll an Arcana check. I don't think it's actually words.
It's not words. It's like symbols and things like that.
Yeah, it's not a language. So yeah, I'll write Firebolt into my little notepad. And,
Sure.
You know, and I'm gonna see if she's actually demonstrating it to the class.
So how long would you wait? It does seem like as you're sitting there and you're listening, it seems like it's mostly like an instructional type of lesson. Like there's not really a practical component of the lesson. So she's not going to demonstrate it.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to sit here for 6 hours and I'll watch her just for the sake
a
of
solid like 20 minutes goes by and it doesn't seem like she's going to show how to do a
just for
fireball.
the sake of the group. So.
Okay.
Is there anything else that Sorin sees?
In the classroom? No, just what I described.
Alright, so that's one room?
Yep.
Go to 9.
Number 9, it's a very similar setup. It's a different teacher. There's a halfling wearing red robes, but as an instructor. But at the desks, you see a mix of halflings, gnomes. You even see some high elves. You see even a couple of those smaller live wood elves as well. And they're sitting and they're similar ages, young adults, adolescents, teenagers, sitting at their desks and they're watching a lesson. And there's arcane symbols on the blackboard.
Do I decipher what these are?
Chill touch is a cantrip, right?
Chill touch?
Yeah, chill, so it's a chill touch is a cantrip that we're gonna just honor your role so that you're able to decipher that it's a chill touch cantrip that they're going over.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. And again, same thing, she'll see me kind of.
Don't you have to pay money to do that?
I'm writing them in, but I don't know them. I'm just doing this for the sake of that. I know what the spell is, but I still have to learn it and pay the money.
I don't know the mechanics of your class work, so
He's adding it to the list of what he's going to learn.
I'm going to assume that you know what your character does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think also I have to look, but I'm pretty sure the cantrips are free, but I could be wrong.
No idea.
Anyway, room 8.
Acid splash, same exact setup.
7.
Minor illusion.
6.
Prestidigitation.
You're going to learn them all?
Yeah. Well,
Are you just taking these off the top of your head? Oh, okay.
Vicious mockery.
Next one is firebolt again.
Okay. Next one.
Chill touch again.
Okay.
Vicious mockery.
Acid splash again.
Okay.
Vicious
Is
mockery.
number 1. Minor illusion again.
Vicious mockery.
No, vicious mockery wasn't one.
Next one.
You should do it because he can't learn.
Oh, you're going to the other side?
Mhm.
So on the other side,
Vicious mockery.
the classrooms are basically it's the same lesson that's the classroom across.
Okay.
So just for space reasons. So the room directly across from Minor Illusion is teaching Minor Illusion. The room directly across from Firebolt is teaching Firebolt, and etc.
Okay, I understand. Alright, thank you.
You're welcome. I had to make all that up because I didn't expect you guys to ask those questions.
Okay. So I sent those to you in our group chat just so I don't forget them.
Okay.
For the sake of time.
Sure.
Okay. You guys can do your stuff. My stuff is done.
You're asleep. So you're going to sleep?
I don't know. In fact, well,
We're midday,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
only. Yeah.
yeah, since during the day they fell asleep.
We went to bed at like 7 a.m.
As one does.
Vess,
And it's
floor is
out all
yours.
night.
Just wait for the rest of the party so we meet up at dinner time.
You go with that, Sorin?
Yeah.
So around dinner time, you guys can return back to the. Were you guys sleeping at the tavern? Or you're sleeping in the.
Tavern.
Tavern.
Hell yeah, the tavern.
So Soren and I'll go to the tavern maybe a little before 5 o'clock and find ourselves a table.
Okay. It's very, very crowded in there.
Vesies is going to act like Vekni, like doesn't give a fuck, and she just like sees a table with someone sitting at. She's like, I think we'll take this table.
A dwarf wearing blue armor with a belt full of daggers, throwing
We
daggers.
met him.
Each one with a pommel that's adorned with
A bear.
a bear head as like a sigil. He looks over to you, and you can see like he's got like crust in his beard. Almost looks like like chunks of mucus, like he was chunks of like
Yeah, the vid.
bile, like he was like throwing up and stuff. He looks over to you. His eyes are all red. His face is flushed, and he goes, "What? What do you want, Les?"
Your table. Move.
Sure thing. He pushes his chair out, opens his legs wide, and goes, "Seat right for you here, lass." Or if you prefer,
Beer here.
whips his mouth, you can sit here.
Visibly disgusted. Vesies goes, ew. Holds her hand up and Eldridge blasts him.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm. She's trying to be like Vekni. She just can't fight. So she's got Eldridge blast.
Old priority, I guess.
Ass kicked.
So you Eldritch Blast him. What's your to hit?
+6, and I rolled an 18, so 24.
Hit.
D10 plus possibly your charisma mod if you took that invocation.
Actually,
One.
Vekni might all.
1 damage?
Yep.
Really?
I only need 4 hours
Wait.
of rest. I might be
All right.
already.
Wait. Let me just
You
make
didn't
sure.
take Agonize and Blast?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you're
He's not a warlock.
See, this doesn't say anything
So,
about
one.
buying any gold. Copying spells from scrolls.
He stands up from his
What
chair
you just read
and he
said-
wipes again. He wipes his
Didn't say
mouth.
to spend anything.
He grabs his nearby mug.
You're here for this, just so you know.
He takes a swig.
Doesn't
The swig appears to slightly alter him.
Well, do I get that attack count as towards my initiative, or is that a surprise attack?
Oh, yeah, that doesn't count towards initiative. So let's roll initiative. He stands up, he takes a swig, and then he pulls this this really small hand axe from his belt, and he tries to hit you with it.
Played wizard. That's how long.
It's a 21 to hit?
I had to always spend money on paper.
I just don't think it had cast
8
for that many
slashing.
for scrolls.
Okay.
Does it have-
And you're go. When he says it's a free action, he goes, "What you doing, lass? Why you picking a fight with me?"
Because you're a disgusting pig, and Vekni Amakwa would have not taken it.
Vekni's my friend. Well, 6 seconds, so I can't answer you. All right, go ahead.
Well, now it's my turn, so you could respond in the
Oh,
beginning
he
of
goes,
my
"Vekni is my friend. She would never strike me like this."
So I would already be back from my long rest because I only need 4 hours.
Well, I think they were saying that they were going to
Well,
arrive
would you have
shortly
went
shortly
downstairs?
before.
I'd be at the
you
bar, sitting at the bar talking to Boom.
So then you see that.
Okay.
I'll just turn around and look.
Wouldn't you have been at the table with him? No? You would have been hanging out with beer here?
No, I'd be hanging out with Boom and down.
Oh, fair enough.
Then I will go back and be like, ah!
Wait, so what happened? He was explaining wizard shit.
He hit her with an axe.
Oh shit.
And then she's like holding her arm. Like, oh!
Are we all down here witnessing this?
You guys could all be down there if you want.
I don't know. What time is it now?
It's like dinner time.
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
evening.
You'd be awake.
Okay.
So she'll cast Dissonant Whispers. And, like, you're a stupid fat dwarf. You're gonna die.
Don't talk to Dan that way.
Hey! So what happens?
A melody that one. Okay, so it's like a
Dan
whisper.
takes
You're a
emotional
stupid fat
damage.
dwarf. And creature of your choice within range can hear, wreaking it with terrible pain. The target must take a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 4d6 psychic damage and must immediately use reaction, if available, to move as far as the speed away from you. The creature doesn't move into obvious danger ground, such as a fire or a pit. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away. A deafened creature automatically succeeds.
Okay. What's the DC?
14.
Wisdom?
Yes.
Fail.
Okay?
So I take how much?
So you panic.
Okay.
You're in tremendous amounts of pain now, and then you take 4 plus 4 plus 4, 18 damage.
Oh my god!
Kill this guy.
Damn, you fucked him up.
And you have to run away.
As his reaction, right? 30 feet?
Yep.
So he runs towards the front door of the bar, and he gets to the door.
Was
Okay.
he right up next to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gets a opportunity attack if he wants, right?
I should, yeah, he should.
Guys are in priority, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are in priority.
So opportunity attack is only melee combat.
Whatever your
Yeah.
melee weapon is out.
Unless you have work.
More guys.
I don't think I have that.
I doubt it.
I don't have it. Thanks, Brett, for knowing my character.
You shouldn't be able to beat this guy, but maybe you can.
Well, I mean,
So as he goes to run away, I'll quickly, thinking like Vekni, pull out my rapier and go to slash him.
Sure. Half your movement. Not that it matters.
Well, it's his reaction, so he can't use movement.
Oh. So then can he not pull out? So he can't pull his weapon out.
I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah, if you didn't have your weapon out already, then you can't. You can hit him
You
with
can
it.
hit
You
him.
can hit him with your fist or something.
hit him with fist.
It's a 1 if I
You
hit
can.
him.
You can. Yeah, but
Yeah,
Kevin's right.
okay, so a 5?
That does not hit.
Okay.
So when your turn's over, like all the soldiers and people in the bar, they all stand up, not to intervene, but they all stand up like
Oh, fight!
like oh shit, and they're like calling people like yo, oh shit, like. If you guys
in this or not?
You're in the room.
If you guys want to roll priority to join the fight, you can.
Yep.
That might have consequences, but you could do that.
I don't know, Mike. I think that's a 15.
What'd you roll?
10.
So it's his turn again, and he's going to walk up to you, and he's going to attack you with the axe again. Actually, no, he doesn't need to do that.
Oh.
From the door, he's going to take out one of his throwing knives with half his movement, and he's going to chuck a throwing knife at you.
Hey man, you got a free hand. He doesn't need to use his movement to do that.
It's a 16.
Yep.
It's a 6 slashing, and then from his belt he has this little one of those belt buckle. What's it called? Holds like liquor. Flask. He has one of those belt, but he detaches it and he sucks down some liquor, and he seems to change a little bit.
Why did you look at me when you were saying that? Jeez, you think I'm an alcoholic or something?
No, Kevin, not you. So it's D6 plus his con. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 back. Alright, so it's going to be Kevin's turn. So if you join the battle, I will get the terrain, I guess.
Can I roll?
Alright, Vekni's going to stand up from her seat after she hears commotion because I don't know who's fighting. I'm going to lean over and just grab a bottle from behind the bar and make my way through the people to the front to see what's happening.
You see, you walk up, you see Vess and Beer here apparently throwing down.
Alright, was that my action to grab a bottle?
Say you did it as a bonus action.
Okay. So I'll walk up and I'll see them. How close am I to Vess?
It's a pretty small room, so 10, 15 feet. It's pretty. If you remember the bar when you guys fought there before, it's not very big. It's actually set up, although I didn't expect to need it.
I'm gonna walk right up beside Vess and be like, as a free action, be like, "What are you doing?"
Can I respond?
You can answer. You have 6-second answer you can give.
I'm ridding this bar of this swine.
Okay. Are you gonna? That's it.
That's it. I can grab the bottle.
Yeah, how
Roll.
far am I from...
Ooh, rub.
Well, if you were sitting with him, you could walk right up to it.
Yeah, you're being pretty close.
Alright, so I'll walk up and I'll...
Do you want to roll a? Do you want to join the priority, or you just want to, or not really?
Well, I was gonna try to cast a spell, like, sneakily.
You can roll priority then, to see when you go.
Seems like a bar fight.
So Vess would be next in the priority list.
It doesn't seem like anyone's gonna die here. It seems more like a bar fight.
I don't know. I mean, the guy was throwing daggers, took out his hand axe.
She did shoot magic at him to start the fight.
That's true.
She didn't punch him. She shot him with a blast of force energy.
Yep. Vesiesh will do Dissonant Whispers again.
Okay.
DC 14.
Fail. I'll take that out. Sorry. Also, are you trying to be lethal in your attacks, or are you trying
No.
to just put him down?
9.
9? Okay.
And you have to move another, whatever your distance is.
So he actually runs out the door.
Yeah.
You hit him with Dissonant Whispers again?
So he actually left the room.
Yep.
Because he never moved. So he threw his dagger from the door, so he's out and gone. Roland would be next.
Alright, I'll try to move to the back of the crowd, because I assume they're all still like watching the front so no one can see me, and I'll hold an action. If the dwarf comes back within sight range, I'll cast Hold Person on him.
Okay. So Beer here walks back in the room.
Alright, I will cast Hold Person from the back of the crowd.
Sure.
60-foot range. It's a Wisdom save of 14.
God damn. He has 0. He passed.
Damn.
Does anything happen if he passes?
It just fails.
So he feels like
Succeed
a magical force
Success.
overcome him, but he was able to resist it.
Yeah.
And then he throws... How many knives does he have? He's got more. So he throws another knife at Vess. 18 hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will you allow me to use my ability of deflect missiles to catch the knife?
Is it a
Does he have to be
reaction?
targeting you?
Yeah, but this is like play. This is an actual battle.
For rule of cool, I will allow it.
Alright, so how much damage did he do to her?
It would have been 4.
I think your monk level
Yeah.
covers that easily.
Yeah. So
That costs key or it doesn't?
Vekni's standing right beside Vest, just goes and catches the knife before it hits her.
So when that happens, he looks over to you and he's all drunk and he goes, "What, Vekni? Why?
Well,
We're fighting."
She's just a little girl.
He can't keep talking. So, Vekni.
Vekni will look back at Vest while holding the knife like this, and she just goes, "There you go." Hands her the knife, and that's my turn.
Vest.
That has to be like holding her wound from the axe, and she'll look at the knife. Is it an action to take the knife from him? The dagger?
Her.
Her?
Give my pronoun.
Half your movement.
Okay, well, I'm not moving anyway. And she'll take it, still looking at, or like shocked at the, like, oh, that was so cool. And she'll take the knife or dagger, and she will hold it in her hand because she's never thrown a knife before, and she'll just hold her hand up again and do Eldritch Blast at Beer Hero.
All right, roll your attack.
14 plus your mod.
20.
Hit.
Four.
Okay. Right now he's at 18. Roll.
Alright. Standing where I am in the back, I'll once again try to cast Hold Person on the dwarf.
Okay. 14.
14 save, yeah.
Fail.
Alright.
So what happens?
So let's see. Paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom save. On a success it ends. So every
Unless he gets hit, right?
no, he's got to make the save.
Really? I thought hold person once you're hit.
Let's see. Must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends. Maybe you're thinking of charm, where charm ends if you are hostile.
So it's his turn. He's kind of frozen in place.
Yeah. So he's paralyzed. I think any success is a crit. Or I think that's just for melee. Let me just look it up.
And all the
Paralyzed.
bystanders they're all looking around and they're whispering, like, what'd she do to him? Why can't he move?
Paralyzed.
Oh no, he's gonna lose. Pass. So I guess he's not held anymore.
He's not, but that's his turn to break free.
Okay. Vekni.
Vekni
Ganging up on this poor guy.
Well,
I haven't done
you
anything
didn't
to
do
him.
anything.
You saved him from some damage.
Yeah, she's a little girl. I'm just gonna take a swig from the alcohol I have. And
Sorin's taking his time to learn the spells.
He's in his book
Best.
while shit's
I'll
flying
turn
back
to
and
Vest
forth.
and be like, I think you got this one.
And she'll do a cool like hand signal and do dissonant whispers again.
Oh no.
Man.
Come on, you gotta pass these wisdoms.
He passed like 1.
You can-
Past 2.
You technically too.
Not any of Vess's, but
It's 14.
Yeah.
Fail.
No, Dan's rolling with Dan.
There you go, Dan.
I can't roll. I can't.
You're the best player on our team.
15.
Oh my god.
15 on 3d6.
4.
He's still alive. He's strong, but
Yeah,
he's
I'm
losing.
guessing
It's
second
3d6.
level.
yeah.
I'm doing second level.
Rolling.
Ah.
Oh, as a reaction, he's gonna say, "Les, we don't have to fight like this. I yield."
Vessia shall not fight anymore. So if that ends combat, it ends combat.
Well, it's up to Roland.
I'm just So he said that then it's my turn?
Yeah.
Alright, so Roland was like thinking about apparating his sword and he hears that and he's like, oh, thank God. He kind of whispers to himself.
So we get into priority. I gotta pee.
Vesiesh well, I'm sorry.
Vekni turns to Vesiesh and goes, you took a little damage there.
I took a little or did a little?
Took.
Yeah.
As she's doing that, Vekni's just gonna pour the rum into the cut.
What the fuck? Oh, why would you do that?
Well, you don't want to get infected.
And then she'll put her hand on the wound and do cure wounds. And be like, I didn't need that. And I'll heal myself for...
You use cure wounds or you use the staff?
Oh, the staff, doesn't it run out?
I mean, yeah.
I think it recharges.
Yeah, every time you use a long rest, it recharges.
Oh, okay.
So
I
it's
thought it was...
whatever.
Do I have to attune to it?
Probably.
Read it. What's it say?
Something like that, stuff like that.
If you just
probably have
if
to
you
do.
just got it, you'd have to. Yeah.
Where would it... Oh, it does say, yeah, I didn't attune to it.
Okay.
Yeah, but you get charges every day.
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll like, ah! Like, kind of angry, but also proud that she actually won a fight.
And Vekni throws her arm over her shoulder and be like, well, some of it.
Fuck!
What, you didn't hear
One
yourself?
health.
You got 1 plus 4,
Yeah, you get your
so I got 5.
modifier. Not bad.
Vekni drapes her arm over you and goes, well, some of us can't do that. And I hand her the bottle of rum. Come on.
Vesios will take a little tiny swig, like, and like cringe, and then use the cantrip cantrip prestidigitation to clean her own blood off of her.
You were pretty fucked up, right?
I got down to 17.
Yeah, he was down to
31.
7.
You
You
just
what?
mold
He
or
was down to
put a little
7.
dirt in it.
You have
He's healing
31
himself, by the way.
HP.
How much?
31.
More
You
than
level
me.
4?
Yep.
Yeah, how much XP did we gain from the saving all the kids and stuff?
Get him at the end.
I might dole
Hey.
out. I might dole out.
Him? Yeah, him.
Yeah. He did it.
Oh my god.
He didn't get any XP for the Oni. You got a shitload of XP for that. Remember?
No.
I mean,
Don't split it up to him.
I haven't been here in 8 months. Leave me alone.
Exactly. Don't split it up to him.
Huh.
I'm
He's
gonna
already like only level 2.
I'm gonna do
It's not,
bonus
he's a level
XP
4.
when I review the footage.
Huh?
I do bonus XP when I review the footage and stuff.
Review the footage.
That's when I'm like,
Check the
I'm
tape.
like, oh, you know what? He should get XP for this. He should get inspiration for this.
Check the tape.
So after
I get
taking
XP
that
for
swig
talking to
and
that fairy,
like,
XP
she's
for
gonna look to
talking to the magic guy.
what's his name?
Beer.
Beer here. Like, you should treat women better, you pig.
He goes, I don't know what I did last, but I'm sorry. He's all fucked up, and he actually drops to one knee, and he's like, ugh. He's like all fucked up. I need a doctor.
Vekni walks over and pours rum in his cups. Open your mouth.
And he seems actually, he goes, oh, thanks, lass. And he actually seems to be feeling better. And he gets back up.
She taps his face and then she just punches him.
And he goes, I always liked you, lass.
Yeah, no, treat her better next time.
I don't know what I did wrong, but okay.
Is blood like actually pouring out of this guy?
Did you cut him?
No, it's
No,
not.
no.
All blood?
He's
Well, it's,
bruised.
it would be
He's a
2.
bruise,
It was
yeah,
2
bruised up.
Eldritch Blast and then 3 Dissonant Whispers.
Yeah, so no actual cuts.
Okay.
Maybe he's
His
like,
brain hurts though.
yeah, maybe
Yeah,
he's
he's
bleeding from the
He's
ears.
emotionally damaged.
His emotional damage. Emotional damage! Boomerang's like, come on, Beer here, let me get you patched up. And he motions over to him to take him upstairs.
As Boomdown goes upstairs, I go behind the bar.
Okay.
And I grab a bottle of wine and say, this! And I throw it over to her.
So try to catch it.
Roll sleight of hand. DC 10. Stop putting the camera on me.
Why?
Good
You
on
need
you.
one.
No,
Bid on you.
Yeah, every DM has a camera on him.
I don't.
That's true.
It's the most important.
You're our Matt, right?
Oh, I got a 1.
He is.
You're the one?
Yeah.
So you hold your hand out to catch the bottle of liquor, and you don't even like fumble. It just whiffs right by your hand and crashes into the wall. It shatters open.
Vekni
goes
just
left,
stands
it
there
goes
like
right.
dumbfounded. It's like,
Yes. Yeah. He's like this, and it actually he goes this way.
Vekni just goes, alright, take a seat at the bar. And I'll look at the person sitting in the bar and be like, so the person sitting at the bar,
And Vestias will look at the table that she just won from beer here, but she's like, but I won that table.
Don't worry about the table. Come sit at the bar.
So you're telling the person sitting at the bar to move? Alright, 1 sec.
Doesn't he have that automatic, like,
I do. I have the bad reputation.
yeah.
Bad mamma jamma.
I also have the good reputation too. So.
No, you don't.
So like the opposite.
No, he says no, you don't.
Peasants are meant to please me,
No matter where you go, people are afraid of you due to your reputation.
and no matter where I go, people are meant to like.
When you are in a civilized settlement, you can get away with
thought I had
minor
some food.
criminal offenses, such as refusing to pay for food at a tavern or breaking down doors at a local shop, since most people will not report your activity due to the authorities.
Thanks to your noble birth, people are inclined to think the best of you. You are welcome in the high society. Yep. And people assume that you have the right to be wherever you are. Common folk
He gets up
make
and moves.
every effort to accommodate you and avoid displeasure. Yeah.
We are the opposites.
We are the opposites.
Even our color scheme's the opposites.
It is the opposite.
You really are quite different.
Vekni will grab a glass and pour a glass of wine for Vest. Like, what made you fight beer here?
Well, we needed a table, and he was by himself, so I figured he could move.
Was he by himself?
Yeah.
And when I asked him to move, he offered me to sit on his lap, and then he wiped his face and said I could sit there, and I did not deem that appropriate, and you wouldn't have taken that.
Is that attitude? But you are not me.
Not yet.
Not yet. What does that mean?
Vekni looks at her like,
What's your angle?
well, when Boomadon comes down, let's get some food. But for now, you should drink this. It's just wine. I know you can't handle the hard stuff.
She's used to drinking wine, so she can drink that.
Where's your brother?
Then she looks around. Where's Sorin in all this?
Good
There,
question.
studying.
Sitting up to the side studying my book. You seem to have handled yourself quite well, sister. And I thought you were in any kind of immediate danger. I would have stepped in.
Like in the woods?
I was there the whole time.
Yeah.
Huh.
And you never stepped in.
She had it under control.
You did good for your first bar fight, Bess.
Well, I mean, I have fought before. Believe it or
This
not.
was
I don't know if I've ever seen you fight.
I was trained.
one-on-one.
I fought soldiers before. I won a fist fight with one once.
Yeah, she's the damage dealer of our group.
With a group?
Where
During my one shot, I
Busted
actually
out.
had like a bare knuckle boxing fight with a soldier and beat him.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. You did do that.
Up until now, Sorin has not had a single damaging spell.
Technically,
you
you still
learned.
don't.
Technically,
you-
still don't.
I didn't realize dissonant whispers are so strong.
It is pretty good for.
I didn't
Lower
have those
level.
previously.
What?
I did not have those.
Yeah, I know you
previously.
learned them.
Well, I
just
haven't
now.
learned them yet.
There was that human, heavily armored, with he's got pink robes over his orange. I think he's got orange surcoat, and he's got very, very heavy armor, an orange cape, bits of purple armor all around, very, very lavishly colored. He looks like he's probably some kind of a knight or something like that. He approaches Sorin, and he's black skinned. He's that man before that you guys.
They chased after Strike.
Yes, the chase after strike, and he actually approaches Sorin, and he taps you on on your shoulder, and he says to you, "A man who stands for nothing will fall for anything."
That's a good saying.
And a man who falls for anything stands for nothing.
He looks down for a moment, and then he nods, and he turns and he walks out of the bar.
What? What the fuck was that interaction? That's all that NPC's gonna do is say
He
some
left.
cryptic shit and walk away?
Left.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to try to stop him, you can.
I didn't.
I didn't pay attention to that interaction.
So Vekni is just gonna feed these two drinks.
As you're doing that, Boomadon does return without beer here.
And what happened to beer?
Did he die?
No, he's a little worse for the wear. You really did a number on him, lady. He's one of the best warriors in our kingdom. How did you beat him?
Oh,
Talent. Raw talent.
Oh, well, I'm impressed with you. Both of you ladies. You're very, very impressive young women.
Beautiful and brave.
Yes,
You said he's one of your best warriors?
he is. He's one of the finest warriors in our kingdom.
Your kingdom needs some new warriors.
And probably a new spy master. That one can't even find her own feet.
Oh, Roland, you grew some balls today, eh?
Excuse me. I don't appreciate you talking ill of my woman like that.
Oh, you should have heard what she was talking. Yeah.
It was established before that that's their boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh.
You should
Did I
have
know
heard
that?
the
Yeah,
shit.
I knew
You
that.
did.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
so. You should have heard the shit he was saying.
What did you say to my lady?
He says she was a beach.
I
She's
actually
tiny.
I actually didn't say any of
A
that.
beach.
I just said that
She says that she smells of elderberries.
Well, elderberries don't smell bad.
Rotten. Elderberries.
You said that a rose smells like rotten
He also says
elderberries?
that anybody said what they do is a punk beach.
His face is turning red. He looks at you and he says, "Is this true?"
You better fight him.
And Vekni looks at you with this like evil smile on her face.
It's true, I heard it.
Oh.
I did tell her that she was not very good at her job, but I never made fun of her smell or looks or whatever.
He said that she is too small to be someone of so much importance.
Who wants the fight to happen the most, Vesser or Vekni? Roll a deception.
I'm gonna help.
DC's 15 with advantage. Fine.
What am I rolling? Deception?
Deception.
Oh, I have a +8 in deception.
18.
So he crosses his arms and he says, "Well, young man, you're not welcome in my bar anymore. Get out.
No.
Get out.
Fight him.
I can't beat your group. We've already established this.
No.
You're not. And he very loudly. You're not welcome here. And now all the soldiers and stuff they start to look over what's going on.
Vesies will stand up and be like, No. He's allowed here and cast suggestion on you.
How's that work?
You have to pass a wisdom 14.
Fail.
Okay, so you do what I say as long as it doesn't do harm to you. He's allowed to stay here. We're all friends.
But I thought you said that he said all those mean things
So
about
talk it out.
my woman.
Fight him.
Vekni looks at you and goes, I just wanted you to fight him.
Why would you want me to get beat up again?
He can't beat you.
If he travels with you guys, I would imagine he must be strong.
We
Maybe
protect
with
him.
his sword, but now it's his hands.
You want?
Vesies is mimicking Vekni's like cockiness.
Do you want to settle this like men?
What exactly are we settling? They already said that I didn't say those things.
Oh, he said some stuff.
Oh, I did say she's bad at her job. I admit that.
Defend her honor, punch him in the face.
I must defend my lady's honor.
Just don't hit him in the face. He's
Hit
so
him
pretty.
so many times in the face.
He takes his apron off. He
He's a big
it.
Goliath.
He undoes it, rolls it into a ball, and throws it on the table, and he walks out and he goes, "All right," and all the soldiers they all get up like, "Oh shit, it's on! Oh shit! Oh!"
As he's doing that, Vekni's just going to grab all the shot glasses, just lay them out on the bar, and just go with a fresh bottle.
And moving on says to roll, and he goes, "Bare knuckle boxing. You ready? I'm gonna defend her honor. You don't talk about my woman that way."
Vesies will be sipping her wine and giggling.
Bare knuckle boxing isn't really my forte.
You can do it. Remember, booba down, not the face. I believe in you. And I'll give you bardic inspiration to
Thanks.
Brett.
I technically do 0 damage with my fists.
No, you don't. You do 1 plus your strength.
Yeah, my strength is -1.
So you do one.
What? I don't think you can do 0.
You can't do
Right?
0, but
Alright.
So roll party.
Fuck.
every hit you do does 1 damage. You should probably burst a armor agathis
I used all my spell slots.
Well, you fucked up.
Wait, no, you rested. You rested.
Did I rest?
No,
No, I
yeah,
mean,
you
I-
rested, then you
you
used
said-
them on your fight.
Oh.
Yeah. 20 not natural to hit.
Fucking 18 years
Hit.
of your life to be the best swimmer of all
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah, you came in first place.
1 damage.
What are you saying? Your son's
Alright.
gonna be your daughter?
No,
So,
I'm saying that
yeah.
they declared that.
He's just gonna grab you by the shoulders. He's gonna try to headbutt you.
Victory doesn't count.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter because he's the governor of Florida. What the
11.
fuck does that mean?
AC is 15.
Your turn.
3 to hit, so no, nothing.
He's gonna, as a reaction, he's gonna grab your hand when you try to strike him,
Ooh.
and he's gonna squeeze it really hard.
Oh, shit.
And you
Okay.
take 1d4 bludgeoning. You take 3 bludgeoning.
So as this is going, Vekni's just passing out shots to everybody.
Alright.
It's his turn. He's gonna try to punch you. 10. Miss. Your turn.
Yeah.
Vekni hands a shot to Vess.
She's
Natural
getting pretty
1.
drunk off wine, so she'll take it.
Roll your d4.
2.
2. On a 2,
Vekni notices Vess
dropped your
actually
weapon.
takes a shot
No,
and hands
you
her
don't have
another
one.
one.
I don't have a weapon.
She's not really. She's watching the fight, and she's just like,
15 plus 3.
That hits.
Okay. Oh, he actually uses a d6 plus 1. It's a 6.
6
Bludgeoning.
damage?
Yeah.
Alright.
Your
Vekni
turn.
refills all the shot glasses.
9 to hit.
No, I'm
Miss.
I'm
Oh, no, hit,
passing out
hit.
to all the bar
Hit.
people by the
1.
bar. It's not just me.
16.
That hits.
3. Bludgeoning. Your turn.
I instruct some soldiers to bring shots over to him.
They're part of it. Like, yeah, they're watching.
Yeah.
So as this big Goliath was fucking beating the shit out of Roland.
That's I'll use Mage Hand and fly
5 to hit.
the shots
Miss.
over to Sorin.
Sorin,
That's a miss. Your turn.
Just
Shots,
3
just-
shots floating in front of you.
shots are floating in front of you.
13 to hit, so that hits. 1 damage.
Dude.
I didn't know your strength
16.
was -1.
16 hits.
Come on, blow it on!
5 bludgeoning.
Alright.
How much you
Don't hit his face!
7.
Your turn. There's no way you can win.
No. 16, 17
Hit.
to hit. 1 damage.
Can I get involved?
No, it's bare knuckle boxing. 1-on-1. You come on. No. 5.
So Roland's like pretty bloody and he just like kind of spits out blood and he says, Alright, you win. You've defended your lady's honor.
Yeah, he goes, yeah, that's right. Don't talk bad about her again. And he goes and grabs his apron and starts cinching it back up.
Boo! He's still standing! You're a pussy!
Vekni hands you another shot.
Guys are like high five. The soldiers are like high fiving. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, beat the shit out of him.
Vekni comes
What a
over
pussy.
with a goblet just filled with whiskey and hands it to you. I've seen this.
Alright, he takes it and chugs it back, just does like let it fall. Why'd you want me to fight him?
Vesiash will like give you a hug and like hang on you and be like, you're okay, and cast Cure Wounds.
Thanks.
You got pretty jacked up though, didn't you?
I'm at
That's
2.
funny.
He had no chance of beating that guy.
Nah.
So I did it. I got to toughen him up. I said that. I
True.
Bring him to the bar to toughen him up.
He's -1 strength.
Dude.
I honestly did not know that.
-1.
Yeah.
Vekni is physically stronger than Roland.
7.
Is that even close?
+4, so you get 11
it is
back.
plus, I have +0.
Oh.
I have a +0.
So you've
too.
only been doing 1 damage too. If you weren't a monk.
If I wasn't a monk, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just say to Vekni, I'll say, so you know, bare knuckle boxing isn't really what I do.
Well, I did tell you just that we were coming to the bar to toughen you up.
Yeah, she's toughening you up.
I had another shot too, yes.
How does that toughen me up?
Well, you learn to take a beating, you get better at it.
Yeah, you start beating them. Like I beat that thing.
But you got to use magic in your fight.
How do you know?
Because I watched you.
It was good.
He threw an
Should've
axe
seen
at
the
me.
theaters.
I think he threw daggers at you and hit you with an axe.
I've seen it like 3 times already.
Yeah, I gotta buy it. I'll probably maybe.
Well, I don't have an axe.
No, you don't.
Oh, you
don't
do
an
have the
axe.
sword.
Oh shit! I have a sword! And she pulls her rapier out. Do you want to fight?
You might actually be able to win this one.
Who?
You.
I don't want to fight you, Vess.
Scared. I get it.
Your bloody scimitar appears in your hand. All right, let's go.
If you
I mean, you could ask Vest to hold your sword.
Yeah. Why don't we swap weapons? No. I think it was only because he tried to identify it. I don't think the patron cares otherwise.
Oh,
But maybe he does.
Never really tried to figure it out. What
So
happened?
when Boomadon gets done with his cinching up his apron, Vekni just hands him 3 empty bottles of wine, of random liquor. I don't know what happened.
They're empty.
What's Boomadon's face look like?
Like damage wise?
Is he pretty?
No.
Okay.
He's a big
No.
Goliath.
He's
That
Goliath.
doesn't mean anything.
He's not pretty.
Okay.
He'd be pretty. Be a Goliath.
You're not pretty.
Okay.
But he is pretty strong.
You have big muscles though.
He flexes and you can see his vein, not vein, but giant muscle
Wow.
bicep pop. He goes,
Hey.
you like that?
Can I touch it?
Yeah. He holds it up to you.
You know your girlfriend can see this.
Oh, you're right.
Wait a minute, does she have the same sight as Camembert?
No, but they hang out. all
She
the
saw
time.
the whole. She saw us coming. Remember something stupid Rose joke or whatever?
Oh, yeah, she asked what color was the sky or some stupid thing.
She was at the gate.
I hand another shot to Vest.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
wasted. And I refill his cup of whiskey with rum.
What time of day is this? Are we day drinking or is it night?
No, it's
Evening.
nighttime.
Well,
Okay.
they got here at dinner time.
That's right. Okay.
Can you fight my brother?
He said you were a bitch.
If he wants to, I love boxing. If he wants to box me, I can.
Sorin! Sorin! He wants to fight.
Hey,
You're my protector. Fight him.
You want to box, young boy?
Do I look like a boxer?
He's probably stronger than
No,
me.
not really.
Yeah, no thank you.
Fair enough.
It's okay. He's a.
Yeah, I don't want to fight a magic user.
I don't want magic than him.
Do you? Are you stronger than he is? Where do you come from, lass? I spoke to Vekni in great detail. I really don't know you that well. Where are you from?
What?
Where do you come from, lass?
Pharrell.
Oh, that's like across the sea, isn't it? What brings you here? The war?
To save the world.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna save the world by dealing with our petty little wars and battles and all that.
Well, you know the world's bigger than your war.
I know. Now you're gonna save the world by coming here.
Haven't seen the band movie yet?
Because I gotta bring the band back together.
Interested.
What band?
I've heard it's a lot of social justice bullshit.
The Dragon Slayers. No,
I don't know them.
they don't exist. Oh, they do exist.
They do.
Not yet.
The
No, they-
Burning Fist.
Oh,
They
they
were
do?
around before.
Oh, yeah, I've heard something about them.
Yeah,
Are they around here?
I don't. Well, were you part of them?
I can't say I was. I'm not much of a warrior. I just tend the bar here.
Well, from what I know, the Dragon Slayers consisted of five heroes.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know, I've never even heard of the
There
Dragon
was the
Slayers.
King of Ferelden, Tolkien.
Burning Fist.
Huh?
Burning Fist.
Oh, you know what I meant. Burning Fist.
Mm.
There was the King of Ferelden, Tolkien. There was a.
That's my dad.
You're a princess? Oh, well, please
Is
to
this,
meet you, Your Majesty.
You're rude. Your
First
guests
ranger one of them?
are so rude.
The first ranger was Keblion Greystone.
He doesn't have a nose.
And
Our first ranger doesn't have a nose. That's
and
true.
Vekni just like sits there still.
What's the matter with you?
And since there was Odois, who is an orc,
Oh, I know that
who
name.
turned to demon.
How do you know that name?
Odoister is he's one of the main leaders of the force that took over our country. He's a bad guy.
And there was Zombini. Apparently, he sucked a dick for a shield.
Was
I don't know that guy.
was he
My sister's name is Zambina.
was he even a member?
I'm not familiar with
I
your
believe
sister.
so.
Is she here in Dovah?
There was
I don't remember.
there was a tiefling named Bretzel. I heard no one punched harder than he did. There was a dwarf
good
of
job.
Garagas. I don't remember anything about Garagas. And some little girl who giggled.
Mm.
That's so cool.
But I heard that they killed that beach Marathi's daughter.
I don't know who Marathi is either.
She was a fucking cunt.
Talking about a lot of people I don't know, but I'm interested in hearing your stories.
Who's Marathi?
She's the drow.
She was a drought beach.
Kill
Killed. Who?
You really hate them drows.
The Queen of Harganeth, where Dakarth is from.
Oh.
I do hate the drow. They are filthy.
That's not
They
true.
live on the ground.
They're very clean.
They are disgusting pigs.
No, they're just living their lives.
They're murderous. Vekni shoots a glare at you. She shoots a glare at you and goes, "What do you say?
They're people.
They're dirty people.
Goblins are dirtier and you like them.
I tolerate them.
There's a lot of dark
He-
elves, drow, in this city, and some of them are pretty fine people,
They're
good soldiers.
disgusting.
I'm sorry to feel
He's
that way.
gross. Look how
He-
bloody he is.
Well, that's because
Vekni uses
I had-
shape water to grab. Is there any water around? Like a bucket or a sink or something?
This is a bucket of water, sure.
And splashes them, cleans them up, and then dries them off with the spell.
thanks.
But anyway, drow are disgusting creatures. They live in this
They're not
darkness.
creatures, they're people.
They're belly people. They live on the ground.
Not all of
like
them.
moles.
I always
That's not true.
thought they were elves, just like us.
Ask them to go into the sun.
What
Okay.
happens when if they go in the sun?
They cannot, because they are not true creatures.
They didn't go in the sun. What are you talking about?
Have you seen a drow in the sun?
Yeah.
And how's they are?
They just like normal.
No. They cannot see.
So they wear sunglasses.
There's no such thing as sunglasses.
They wear smoked lenses. You have irrational hatred.
It's not irrational. If your family was killed by them, you would hate them too.
Well, maybe they weren't.
Maybe
Vekni
they were.
shoots daggers at the drunk Vess. Hands her another shot and says, "Shut the fuck up, girl."
Vekni, you've lost family to these drow.
They are disgusting.
Who did you lose?
She looks up at
If
Boomadon
I
and goes,
roll
"I do not wish
under
to
a
speak of it,
10, I throw up.
but I do wish to have another drink."
Pours you another shot. Let me do one with you.
Pour one for yourself.
Fold it up. The finest rum in our tavern.
I will not pay for it.
He just hangs his head down. Ugh.
And Vassal cast, before he takes it, casts Mage Hand and try to pull it out of his hand.
I just let you do it.
Wow. That's so much better than the shit you're giving me.
He didn't pay for any of it, so what does it matter?
Vesias pukes all over the top of the bar.
Lass, what are you doing? You guys.
Boomadon just
Get the bucket of water, I will clean it.
I'm on it.
And then she just goes, I'll do it. Prestidigitation, whatever the fuck it is, and cleans part of it. She can't do the whole
Did
part.
I let her do Yeah. Okay.
Prestidigitation.
It's clean stuff.
Yeah. He pulls out his
Right in
mop
front of
bucket.
just the spot in front of her. The rest of it, she just leaves. Like, it's all clean.
He pulls out a mop bucket and starts cleaning the rest.
Well, as Vekni uses shape water to just move the water over and clean up the whole area.
Couldn't you just lift up the alcohol?
And then places it into the bucket. Like, I told you I'd get it.
Thank you, lass. I think maybe your friend here has had enough.
I'll tell you what's enough.
I mean, you did see what she did to Bear Hell.
I don't want to fight her. I'm just saying for her health.
She's young. She'll be alright.
I'm 35 years old.
But he's young. I'm 240.
Maybe for you full elves.
Yes, I mean, that is something to be jealous about.
Fucking full elves with their ears.
You've probably seen a lot of things in your time, lass.
I have seen so much. I've forgotten a lot too.
How old are you?
19.
It's a baby.
So you.
I'm not that much older than him.
But I have lots of new experience. I gained.
What have you experienced, lad?
Uh,
Aside from knuckle sandwich from me.
well, we
And
could
Becky
always,
slides another shot over to Roland.
well, I've fought.
Start
What?
doing the con saves. I gotta pull up the thing.
I fought kobolds and goblins and goblin-like creatures and this weird shape-shifting old lady troll type thing.
Oh,
You're so brave. I'm gonna be brave like Vekni one day.
You're brave in your own way, Wes.
you're a good fighter, lass. I saw it with my own eyes.
I know, and she pulls her rapier out again. I am. And she like points it at you. This is my sword.
I don't want any problems with you. Defeating beer here, that's no small feat.
Beer there.
Well, I mean, she does have special abilities.
But still,
I have his knife.
I see that. Few in our kingdom will
should
be
have
able
two
to,
of
be able
his
to
knives.
stand toe to toe with it.
Oh yeah, I had
like
to take
him.
one. So I have two of his knives. So she goes like this. Well, I have two knives, and like they're in between her fingers.
They're real fancy, and they have the blue pommel with the sigil of a beer's head.
A beer's head.
Beer.
Bear. Perhaps you should return some to him.
No, you stabbed me with it.
Yeah.
It means they are very well crafted.
Spoils of war. He can keep the magic that I left on him.
I don't think that's how it works.
I don't care. It's mine now.
Roland, how do you feel after you got your ass kicked?
I've felt better. Like I said, bare knuckle fighting isn't really one of my strengths.
But I mean, that was obvious. But it is good to know how to fight with your hands.
Why don't you fight him?
I've already beat him.
When?
So, was that like a week ago?
It was quite a few days ago. She wiped the floor with my face. It was really unpleasant.
But do I really need the? Do I
Why
really need
so-
to know how to use my hands when?
Well, every girl likes a man that can use his hands.
Oh!
It's good to know.
You hear a giggle come from elsewhere in the room, and if you look over, you see the orc Griselda.
Who's Griselda?
That's the hooker that gave him a blowjob.
I didn't know that.
Or hand job, I don't remember which
I think it was a blowjob. Was it a blowjob?
Ah,
Oh no, yeah, he made the save to get to blowjob that he failed.
that's right. Yeah,
So he had a big old dingle dangle.
Well, I know that, but Vess wasn't there.
she was not there for that. Nobody else was.
So that's your girlfriend?
No, I don't think so.
Vekni looks over and goes, to the orc.
Oh God.
She goes,
Oh, she's coming over.
when she comes over.
Hello.
Do you remember him?
Of course. Nice to see you again, Roland.
Hello.
It
Again.
is your girlfriend.
Hello again, madam.
Are you gonna marry him?
If that's what the boy would like. then perhaps.
Do you want to marry this ugly thing?
Oh, excuse me?
She's an ogre, right?
Oh,
She's an orc.
Orc.
Half orc,
Half
right?
orc.
Yeah, probably.
Like I said, she has some very female, very human features. And for an orc, she's not ugly. Like, she's not like smoking hot, but she definitely looks.
She's a 6.8.
She's a lot more attractive than you would expect for a half orc.
All right. So she's not ugly.
Kind of titties though.
Nice.
Are they out, like on display?
She's a whore. No.
No.
She's off duty.
She's dressed in like very plain commoner clothes.
You have great tits.
Thank you. Would you be in need of my services, madam?
What do you do?
Do anything that you like. If you want to get a room together, I could show you.
What?
Come on.
We can do anything you like.
35. You do not know what she means.
You gonna clean my room?
If that's what you like.
Vekni sits or like leans next to Griselda, and she goes, I do not believe she knows what you are talking about.
She whispers in your ear, do you want to explain it to her?
No.
I could use her business. Although, I'll be honest with you, ever since she leans in, ever since spending time with Roland, being with these other clients, it just hasn't had any meaning. Roland is a special one.
Let me tell you a story. And Vekni leans back and puts her arm over Roland's shoulder. And she goes, this one and I fought off a horde of gnolls and hyenas. And we saved 100 children.
When?
You were there?
You was there.
Oh, I remember the hyenas.
Oh, that was when you left with the horses.
Just, he's so brave and so handsome.
You should have seen him on the battlefield. It only took him 3 turns to kill a hyena.
He got his ass kicked by Boomy Down.
Yes, I saw that. That was unfortunate, but...
But I told him not to hit his
Now,
face.
hold on. Now, if he was able to use his sword, and she winks at him, at her, he would have won easily.
Oh, well, Roland's sword is very special.
It glows. It's weird.
She tilts her head at you like, what? What?
Yeah, it glows.
You've seen his sword too?
Well, who hasn't? It's right there.
He means my she means my weapon.
So do I.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
that's your weapon,
What
boy.
is she talking about? You haven't shown her your glowing sword?
Oh, no. She has seen it.
Oh, you know it glows.
I didn't notice it glowing. I noticed that it was a
Well, perhaps. And
It's pretty thick for
Vekni
sure.
it was a very good size.
Vekni pulls out a gold and puts it on the table and goes, perhaps he needs to show you again. I don't remember what she called.
He says, well, my rate is 100 gold.
Holy shit.
What?
Or how much was it?
It was
It
not
was
100 gold.
Yeah, it was 100
It
gold.
was probably like
10.
20, 10?
It wasn't that much because I didn't have
Let's
any.
go with 10. Well, my rate's 10 gold.
Oh. So Vekni.
I mean, she wasn't even like the
She wasn't
top
even that
line
good.
one, right?
Whoa, relax. That's fucked up. She's right there in front of
Saying
you.
out of character.
Vekni goes, well, the way you talk about it, I don't know if I should be paying you or you should be paying me.
She very gently puts her hand on the gold coin and pushes it back over to you and says, "You're right. No charges needed."
Oh shit.
Vekni looks back and hands Roland the bottle of whiskey and goes, I think you up, boy.
Well, I guess we aren't doing anything else the rest of the night.
Oh shit!
I'm sure you are.
Where are you going?
She's gonna show me her room.
And he's gonna show her his sword.
Well, I'm just doing it out here.
She smiles over her vest and says, "Would you like to come with us?"
I've already seen his sword. I don't need to see it again.
I can show you a lot of things.
Like what?
Come upstairs with us and you'll see.
Oh god. Roland kind of like blushes and he's just like, "Are you sure that's what you want?"
Vekni leans over and looks at Griselda and goes, she's had too much to drink.
Perfect.
No. And Vesh still has a little throw up like hanging out of her mouth. And she's like, why don't we drink more?
She'll stay down here. You take the boy.
It's up to you, Roland. What would you like to do?
I could.
Roland, just go.
Okay, I agree with Vekni. She's had too much.
She holds out her hand.
All right.
See if you can make a pass blow job.
Roland takes it, and I guess she leads him upstairs.
She does.
All right.
Get into the room. She gently pushes on your lower back, and she goes, "Go over to the bed."
All right. Roland goes
Roll
over.
for erection. You get
Roland goes over the bed.
So she tries to lead you onto the bed,
Okay. So he lets her.
and she sits down next to you, and she says, "Roland, I've been looking forward to seeing you again. I wanted to speak to you about something."
What is it? What is it, Griselda?
Would you be
Right?
interested in joining the Blood Raven Guild?
I've been
meaning to contact you about your car's
Extended warranty.
I need to ask you about your car's extended warranty. Also, do you live in a single-family home and you're interested in the solar panel?
No! Eldritch Blast!
She says, I've been looking forward to seeing you again. I've been doing this kind of work for a long time, and the people of Queen's Grace, they treat me well, but I don't know. I was hoping one day I
My
can grow up
puss is worn out.
and become an honest woman. Settle down, maybe start a family. Roland, there's no one I've ever met that's made me have those feelings more so than you.
Woo!
Would you be interested in maybe becoming my boyfriend?
This is Dan in real life asking you to be his boyfriend.
Well, I'm flattered, but you know, as an adventurer, I don't know like where we're gonna be weeks or months from now. If you were willing to wait, then sure.
She takes her hand and puts it over yours and says, "For you, I'd be willing to wait as long as it takes."
Boom!
Takes his hand, clasps it, and brings it up and kisses it.
Blushes.
Yeah.
And
then they make
he
love.
says, well, I'm glad you think I'm worth the wait, because you're definitely worth it. And I stroke her face.
How tall is she?
6'1".
6?
Yes!
She's
Fucking orc!
all right, yeah, she's 2 inches taller than Roland.
What do you mean?
Or-
She's 6'1", she's 3 inches taller than you.
What did I say? 5'10" or 5'11"?
5'9".
Oh, I said he was 5'9".
That's 4
All right,
inches.
then. Yeah, then it's 4
Yeah.
inches taller.
You should have said like 6'8".
Nah, she's a half orc.
Still so big. 6!
Yeah, but the titties.
But I said,
She's worth the wait.
yeah, because you definitely are, and then I stroked her face.
Now, is she muscular for a chick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She blushes.
You're like gone.
And she says,
How thick them thighs?
"Now that we're boyfriend, they're thick."
Yes.
She got those hips too.
Yeah.
Her waist though, she doesn't have a thick waist. Her waist is actually she's fit.
How that butt though?
She's got booty
Is it a shelf?
Yeah.
Can I put my beer on it?
easily.
You marry her.
She says, "Well, now that we're boyfriend and girlfriend, what do you want to do?"
Oh, what'd you say?
Now that we're boyfriend and girlfriend, what do you want to do?
Well, to be completely honest, I didn't really have any girlfriends before. What do they
Always so
usually do?
innocent.
She smiles and she says, "I could show you again." She drops down. You're sitting at the edge of the bed. She
Yeah.
drops down on her knees in front of you, and she reaches back and she starts fixing her hair to a ponytail.
Okay.
She puts her hands on each of your knees, spread your legs, and she says, "All right, Roland, undo your breeches."
All right, Roland does it.
The stank.
She, huh?
The stank.
Did we? Oh yeah. Did I? Did we shower?
I
don't know,
guess you
we?
didn't, right? So you undo your breeches and,
Alright.
and this pungent aroma enters the room and she kind of winces.
Oh, I'll say, I actually haven't gotten a chance to clean up since I rescued the children.
She says, if you were a client, then I would just grin and bear it, but perhaps it'd be better if we did this at a later time after you've been all cleaned up.
Why don't you shower together?
I don't know, is there like a shower or bath in the room?
Bathe him.
Not in the room.
Bathe him.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry, I completely
Weird.
slipped my
From
mind.
under cheese?
You just did a lot of strenuous work and didn't shower.
Yeah,
Them balls stanky.
Let's meet back here tomorrow night
okay.
after you're all clean.
I'm looking forward to it.
You should just go to sleep with her and snuggle.
She gives you a kiss on your forehead, and then she leaves the room.
Dan's so used to that. Every girlfriend besides Selena has been told him and she's liked it.
I've had like 2 girlfriends told me. I don't like it.
I mean, you're fighting the odds.
True.
Bree's taller than me.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Oh,
We're gonna end
shit.
the stream.
Yeah. Love you.
Thanks for watching this episode of Power Word Nerd. Be sure to follow us on all social media sites.